So 10 years ago I began painting purely abstract work, and then it moved into more abstract landscapes, and then more recently into floral work. And this new collection is just a step on from my previous work, if you like. I feel it's a more mature look. I feel myself, over the last 10 years, I've matured as a person and an artist, and I wanted this new work to resemble that. I'm Stephen Simpson. I'm here at the Botanical Gardens today to tell you about my new collection, Opus, A Decade in the Making. So the reason for A Decade in the Making is because I've taken snippets of my previous releases over the last 10 years and taken inspiration from each one of those, combined my favourite elements of my previous work to come up with this new collection titled Opus. Floral work will always be timeless. I don't think it'll ever go out of style. It's obviously one of the first things you ever paint as a child, a stick flower. And then obviously as it progresses as an artist, for me personally, it's something that I've always dipped in and out of through the years in different sort of styles and ways of painting flowers. And this new work is just it's sort of my interpretation of the classic romanticism flower painting, but in an up-to-date, how I want it to look way. First and foremost, I want people to smile when they see the work. I want it to be happy. I want to evoke emotional response, whether that's a romanticism or anything that you would give flowers for in real day-to-day life. That same feeling I want you to feel when you look at my work. What's inspired me to create this new work is the time that we spent under lockdown. I think it gave us all time to sort of sit back and spend time in our gardens, spend more time in nature than we ever have. I was out with the dogs every day, and it's just a time to reconnect with all things nature, really. So a few keywords I'd use to describe this new work would be opulent, bold, colourful, earthy, build-up of layers, abstract, impressionistic, expressionistic, loose, free. There's a lot of movement in it. So my methods are very similar to my previous work. I use heavy texture, a lot of palette knife work with thick acrylic gel medium. There's a few layers of acrylic underpainting and oil overpainting. I don't ever work from reference photos now. I try and just work from memories, from stuff that I've taken in from my surroundings. I find that way it just helps my work be a lot looser and less contrived. So what abstract art means to me, how I paint is so loose and from memory that although I'm painting a flower, it could be fragments of a memory of a few different flowers merged together, which create a real abstract flower that may not exist, or it'll resemble a flower that could exist. But I think from a viewer's point of view, it sort of helps them relate to it on a different level. I think it's easier for someone to relate to a painting on an emotional level if they can fill in the gaps sometimes that you leave with an abstract painting, rather than a detailed, realistic painting, if you like.